Have you ever struggled to climb a flight of stairs or felt a little less steady on your feet? If you're over 60, this isn't just a passing inconvenience. It's one of the earliest warning signs that your body is starting to break down. And the part of your body that tends to weaken first, it's not your arms or your back, it's your legs. Your legs are more than just a way to get around. They're your foundation. They support your balance, your mobility, your independence, and most importantly, your life. What many seniors don't realize is that weak legs are a red flag. They're often the first sign of muscle deterioration, also known as sarcopenia, and they come with serious consequences. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and these falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in older adults. But this reality doesn't have to be yours. What makes this topic so urgent is how silently leg strength declines. It doesn't happen overnight. In fact, after the age of 30, we begin losing 3 to 5% of our muscle mass per decade. But by the time you're 60 or 70, that adds up to losing over 50% of your quadriceps strength. That's the muscle group that keeps you walking, standing, and steady. Even scarier? Most people don't feel the effects until it's too late. One day you're moving fine, and the next, a small slip turns into a life-changing hip fracture. Studies show that up to 50% of older adults who suffer a hip fracture die within a year, and 60% will require long-term care. That's why we're doing this video, because we want to help you prevent that outcome. So here's the good news. You can turn this around. Yes, leg weakness is common with age, but it's not inevitable. Muscle loss can be prevented and even reversed with the right strategy. That's why in this video, we're going to walk you through the 8 most powerful foods to rebuild and strengthen your legs. Foods backed by science and carefully selected for older adults. These are not trendy health fads or empty nutritional claims like oats have complex carbs, so they give you energy. This is real science that targets the root cause of leg muscle loss. Now, before we dive into the foods, let's answer a simple but critical question. Why do legs weaken first? Leg muscles are made up of a large percentage of fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers that help with power, speed, and stability. Unfortunately, these fibers are the first to atrophy when we stop moving or exercising. If you go through even 30 days of complete inactivity, such as after surgery or bed rest, you can lose up to 50% of your leg strength, the same amount some people lose over 30 years of sedentary lifestyle. And here's something most people don't know. The decline of leg strength often happens faster than upper body strength because we rely on our legs constantly for balance, posture, and walking. When these muscles weaken, the ripple effects go far beyond just wobbling while you walk. Your knees and hips start taking on more pressure, leading to joint pain and arthritis. Your back begins to compensate for your weak foundation, causing posture problems and even chronic pain. And your nervous system, especially if inflamed or impaired, may begin failing to properly communicate with your muscles, leading to poor balance and coordination. This is why we say, your legs weaken first, but it's never just about your legs. Leg strength and longevity, what the science says. There's a powerful connection between leg strength and longevity. A landmark study from King's College London found that leg strength is a better predictor of aging outcomes than even blood pressure or cholesterol levels. The study observed 324 healthy twins over 10 years and concluded that those with stronger legs had sharper minds, better memory, and lived longer. Another study in the Journals of Gerontology found that older adults with stronger legs performed better in cognitive tests, likely due to improved blood flow and brain stimulation caused by active leg muscles. Why? Because your legs act as a second heart. When you walk or move, the large muscles in your legs help pump blood back to the upper body, improving circulation. Better circulation means fewer clots, reduced swelling, and even sharper mental clarity. Portion and lifestyle tip number 1, get moving, even gently. You don't need to start with squats or fancy gym equipment. If you're just starting out, even daily walking, gentle calf raises, or mini rebounding light bouncing on a rebounder can begin to rebuild your neuromuscular strength. A simple habit. Take a 15-minute walk after your biggest meal of the day. Why? It supports blood sugar regulation and activates your legs when your energy levels are highest. Pair this with your diet, and you'll be well on your way to stronger, steadier legs. It's not just about one food. Throughout this video, we'll walk you through the 8 foods that will help rebuild leg muscle, restore neuromuscular signaling, reduce inflammation, and support strong bones and joints. But here's a critical truth. There is no miracle food. You need a strategy, a diet that supports protein synthesis, fuels mitochondrial energy, hydrates your cells, and regulates inflammation, all while being easy to digest for aging bodies. Food number 8. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, black beans. At first glance, legumes might not seem like powerhouses for strengthening aging legs. They aren't flashy, and they don't get the attention that superfoods like salmon or eggs receive. But when it comes to aging well, especially in the legs, these humble foods offer surprising benefits. Lentils, chickpeas, and black beans are particularly beneficial for seniors, though they rank at the bottom of our top 8 list because their effectiveness depends heavily on your individual metabolism and how well you tolerate carbohydrates. Why legumes are underrated muscle supporters. Legumes are rich in plant-based proteins, complex carbohydrates, fiber, B vitamins especially folate and B6, magnesium, potassium, and iron. These nutrients contribute to overall energy metabolism, nervous system function, and muscular endurance. For older adults who may struggle with maintaining sufficient protein intake, legumes offer a valuable option, especially when combined with other protein sources. For example, lentils contain approximately 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, which contributes significantly to the 1.6 g of protein per kilogram of body weight recommended for older adults by the International Society of Sports Nutrition, 2017. The problem with carbohydrates in legumes. The primary reason legumes rank number 8 on this list is due to their carbohydrate content. While complex carbs are better than simple sugars, legumes still contain a moderate amount of carbs, which can cause blood sugar spikes in insulin-resistant individuals, a common issue in older adults. For instance, a cup of black beans contains about 40 g of carbs, including 15 g of fiber. Although fiber blunts the glycemic impact, it's not always enough for those with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. A 2014 review in Diabetes Care highlighted that carbohydrate intolerance increases with age, particularly in sedentary individuals. This can impair the body's ability to utilize glucose effectively for muscle recovery and energy. Gut health and leg strength, the surprising link. Where legumes truly shine is in their impact on gut health. Rich in fermentable fibers and resistant starches, they help feed beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria, in turn, produce short-chain fatty acids as CFAs like butyrate, which have been shown to reduce systemic and neuroinflammation, a key factor in age-related muscle decline and impaired coordination. A 2020 study published in Nature Metabolism found that SCFAs from gut fermentation play a role in maintaining neuromuscular signaling and mitochondrial function in skeletal muscle. This means that eating the right kind of fiber can literally support the connection between your brain and legs. The nitric oxide factor, arginine in legumes. Another noteworthy feature of legumes is their content of the amino acid arginine, a known precursor to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, improves circulation, and enhances oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscle tissue. As you age, nitric oxide production declines, and with it, circulation to the extremities suffers. Improved nitric oxide levels mean better blood flow to the legs, which reduces fatigue, improves walking endurance, and enhances post-exercise recovery. A 2016 randomized controlled trial in the Journal of Nutrition found that diets rich in arginine improved leg blood flow and physical performance in adults over 60. Portion tip: how much is too much? For seniors who tolerate carbs well, a half to 1 cup of cooked legumes per meal can be beneficial, especially when paired with protein like eggs, yogurt, or meat and healthy fats to reduce the glycemic impact. However, for those with blood sugar concerns, it's best to limit legume intake to half a cup per day and pair it with vinegar or greens, which helps stabilize blood glucose levels. So, should you eat legumes for stronger legs? Yes, but cautiously and strategically. Legumes may not be the most powerful leg-strengthening food on this list, but when incorporated into a balanced diet with awareness of portion size and carbohydrate tolerance, they can provide essential nutrients that support muscle recovery, nerve function, and gut health. They're particularly useful if you're looking to transition away from meat-heavy meals or boost fiber without relying solely on vegetables. Their biggest contribution may be indirect, through improved gut-brain signaling and blood flow, both of which are vital for strength, stability, and preventing falls. Food number 7, asparagus mild circulation booster. At number 7 on our list of the most powerful leg-strengthening foods is asparagus, an often overlooked vegetable that quietly supports some of the most essential systems that protect aging legs: circulation, detoxification, and inflammation control. While it's not the most protein-packed or energy-dense vegetable, asparagus plays a key supporting role in keeping your lower limbs functioning well. Why circulation matters for aging legs. Before diving into the details of asparagus, it's important to understand why circulation plays such a critical role in senior leg health. Poor blood flow to the extremities is one of the leading contributors to swollen feet and ankles, muscle fatigue during walking, poor wound healing, numbness, and cold feet. As we age, blood vessels stiffen and nitric oxide production declines, which reduces the body's ability to expand blood vessels and deliver oxygen to tissues. This sets the stage for leg cramps, swelling, and even more serious conditions like deep vein thrombosis. That's where asparagus can help. The natural diuretic effect, reducing swelling safely. Asparagus contains a unique amino acid called asparagine, which acts as a natural diuretic, helping the body flush out excess fluid and sodium. This can be particularly helpful for seniors struggling with mild fluid retention or early signs of edema. In fact, a 2010 study published in the West Indian Medical Journal found that extracts of asparagus significantly increased urinary output without causing dangerous mineral loss, a major risk with synthetic diuretics. This makes asparagus a safer, food-based alternative to manage puffiness and fluid buildup in the lower legs. Folate and vitamin K, nutrients for blood flow and bone support. Beyond its diuretic role, asparagus is rich in folate and vitamin K, two nutrients that support blood vessel integrity and bone health. Folate vitamin B9 helps break down homocysteine, an amino acid that in high levels can damage arteries and restrict blood flow. Vitamin K plays a crucial role in calcium transport and blood clotting. In seniors, it helps reduce arterial stiffness while also supporting healthy bone turnover. A 2015 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that elderly adults with higher intake of vitamin K had significantly better lower limb blood flow and less arterial calcification. Antioxidants in asparagus reduce oxidative stress in muscles. Asparagus is also rich in antioxidants like glutathione, quercetin, and vitamin C, which help reduce oxidative damage to tissues, including muscle fibers and blood vessels in the legs. This is important because oxidative stress can accelerate sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, as well as worsen the inflammation linked to arthritis and chronic leg pain. A diet that's high in antioxidant-rich vegetables like asparagus can help slow this breakdown and protect fragile tissues in aging adults. Portion tips. How much asparagus is enough? Aim for at least 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked asparagus 3 to 4 times a week. You can steam it, roast it, or lightly sauté it with olive oil. To increase absorption of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin K, always pair asparagus with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado. Avoid overboiling. This leaches out the water-soluble B vitamins and reduces its diuretic effect. For those with kidney issues or who are on potassium-restricted diets, consult your healthcare provider before dramatically increasing intake. Bottom line, should seniors eat more asparagus? Absolutely. While asparagus may not directly build muscle mass like protein-rich foods, it plays a quiet but critical role in maintaining a healthy internal environment for your legs to thrive. By reducing fluid retention, improving blood flow, protecting arteries, and delivering key antioxidants. Asparagus becomes a strategic ally in the battle against leg weakness, swelling, and stiffness. It supports what many call your second heart, your legs, by keeping circulation open and efficient. And when you combine asparagus with the more anabolic foods in the rest of this list, you create a balanced, nutritional foundation that can dramatically slow aging in the lower body. Food number 6, eggs, the muscle-preserving powerhouse. Coming in at number 6 on our list of the best foods to strengthen aging legs is a breakfast staple that's been unfairly demonized in the past, but is now fully embraced by the scientific community: eggs. These compact, nutritional powerhouses are one of the most complete sources of protein available. Perfect for seniors looking to prevent muscle loss, boost strength, and support stable energy levels throughout the day. Why protein is critical after 60. After the age of 60, the body becomes significantly less efficient at synthesizing protein into muscle. This makes it harder to maintain strength, even if you're eating what you think is enough. Known as anabolic resistance, this process accelerates sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, weakens the legs, and increases the risk of falls, frailty, and even hospitalizations. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging revealed that seniors who consumed at least 25-30 g of high-quality protein per meal had better muscle retention and greater walking speed compared to those who consumed less. That's where eggs come in. Eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids. Each large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein and all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. Of these, the amino acid leucine is especially important for seniors. It acts as the on switch for muscle protein synthesis. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Nutrition found that older adults required twice as much leucine as younger adults to effectively trigger muscle growth after meals. Eggs, along with dairy and lean meats, are some of the richest sources of leucine. Beyond protein, eggs also support joint, brain, and nerve health. But eggs go beyond just protein. They're packed with nutrients that support nervous system health, joint flexibility, and even brain function, all of which are closely tied to your mobility and leg strength. Choline, critical for brain and nerve signaling, helps reduce tremors and improves muscle control. Vitamin D supports calcium absorption for stronger bones and reduced fracture risk. Vitamin B12, vital for red blood cell formation and nerve protection, especially important for seniors dealing with tingling or numbness in the feet. Lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect the eyes and reduce inflammation in tissues, including joints. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with low levels of B12 were twice as likely to suffer from mobility issues and muscle weakness. Portion tips. How many eggs can seniors eat safely? Current research shows that 1 to 3 eggs per day is safe and even beneficial for most healthy adults, especially when balanced with vegetables and healthy fats. If cholesterol is a concern, it's important to note that dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol for most people. In fact, the 2015 to 2020 U.S. dietary guidelines remove the upper limit for cholesterol intake due to lack of evidence. Pair your eggs with sautéed greens, avocado, or whole grains for a balanced, muscle-building breakfast. Try to avoid pairing them with refined bread or sugary cereals, which can spike blood sugar and promote inflammation. Bonus tip: boiled, scrambled, or poached. While all forms are great, poached or soft-boiled eggs preserve more nutrients compared to frying at high heat. If you do fry, opt for olive oil or avocado oil instead of processed seed oils. If you're short on time, hard-boiled eggs make excellent snacks and can be prepped in batches for the week. Ideal for seniors who want convenience without compromising nutrition. Bottom line, eggs are a must-have in your senior strength plan. Eggs are often called nature's multivitamin, and for good reason. They combine high-quality, muscle-preserving protein with a variety of nutrients that support everything from bone health to brain function. For seniors trying to maintain independence and avoid frailty, eggs are one of the simplest, most affordable, and most effective tools you can add to your daily routine. Just 2 eggs a day, paired with the right foods and some movement, can make a noticeable difference in energy, balance, and strength. Food number 5. Pumpkin seeds, the tiny powerhouse for blood flow and cramp-free legs. Don't be fooled by their size. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are a compact nutritional force that ranks high for anyone over 60 looking to improve leg circulation, muscle function, and nerve health. Coming in at number 5 on our list, these seeds support the very systems that keep your legs strong, flexible, and pain-free. Why magnesium is critical for leg health, and why most seniors are deficient. One of the key nutrients in pumpkin seeds is magnesium, a mineral that more than 60% of adults over 60 are deficient in, according to data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey (NANS). Magnesium is responsible for over 300 enzymatic processes in the body, many of which directly impact leg strength, blood circulation, and nerve signaling. If you've ever had leg cramps at night, muscle twitches, or tingling your feet, low magnesium could be the hidden cause. In fact, a study published in Nutrients 2019 found that magnesium supplementation improved physical performance and mobility in older adults with deficiency. Pumpkin seeds help power your muscle pumps. Leg swelling and fatigue often result from malfunctioning cellular pumps, particularly the sodium-potassium pump that regulates fluid inside and outside your muscle cells. Pumpkin seeds are a rich source of both magnesium and potassium, the two minerals that activate and regulate this pump. When you have enough of both, your cells can pull in nutrients, push out waste, and maintain balance. When you're deficient, the pump weakens, and that's when swelling, cramping, and even nerve pain show up. Other vital nutrients in pumpkin seeds for seniors. In addition to magnesium and potassium, pumpkin seeds are also loaded with zinc, crucial for tissue repair and immune support. Iron helps deliver oxygen to leg muscles, reducing fatigue. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects blood vessels and nerve endings. Tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin, supporting mood and sleep, which indirectly helps recovery and energy. A study published in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology confirmed that zinc and magnesium together help reduce inflammation and improve quality of life in older populations. Portion tips. How much pumpkin seed should you eat daily? To boost your magnesium and potassium levels naturally, aim for a small handful, about 1 ounce or 28 grams of unsalted pumpkin seeds daily. This provides approximately 150 to 170 milligrams of magnesium, 35 to 40% of your daily requirement. Over 200 milligrams of potassium, 7 g of high-quality plant protein, heart-healthy fats that support joint lubrication. Tip: soaking raw pumpkin seeds for 6 to 8 hours before eating can improve mineral absorption and digestion. Easy ways to add pumpkin seeds into your routine. Sprinkle them on salads or oatmeal. Blend into smoothies for a magnesium kick. Add to homemade trail mix with almonds and dried cranberries. Mix into Greek yogurt with cinnamon and berries. Bake into protein bars or muffins. Just make sure to avoid the salted, flavored, or sugar-coated varieties, which may contribute to inflammation and blood pressure spikes. Pumpkin seeds also boost blood flow to the legs. Let's not overlook the role pumpkin seeds play in vascular health. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels, allowing for smoother, more efficient blood flow to your legs. This means less swelling, better oxygen delivery, and reduced risk of clot formation, especially vital for seniors who sit for long periods or suffer from cold feet and tingling. One randomized controlled trial in hypertension research, 2018, demonstrated that increasing dietary magnesium helped improve ankle brachial index (ABI) scores in seniors, a key measure of lower limb circulation. Bottom line, a cramp-free, energized body starts with the right minerals. If you're over 60 and experiencing leg fatigue, nighttime cramps, tingling, or swelling, your body is waving a red flag, and pumpkin seeds may be your easy, natural answer. They're affordable, portable, and don't require cooking, making them a low-effort, high-impact habit for your daily leg-strengthening routine. You don't need a supplement right away. Start with one handful of pumpkin seeds a day, add in water, leafy greens, and movement, and watch your legs begin to come back to life. Food number 4. Beets natural circulation enhancer. If your legs often feel heavy, cold, or swollen, especially after sitting for long periods, beets may be one of the most effective natural solutions. Ranked at number 4 on our list, beets are like a circulation supercharger for your legs, thanks to a powerful compound called nitrate that transforms how your blood vessels function. How beets boost blood flow and oxygen delivery to your legs. Beets are naturally rich in dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide NO, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, widens arteries, and increases oxygen delivery to your muscles. For older adults experiencing poor circulation in the lower limbs, this effect can be life-changing. In a landmark study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, 2013, seniors who consumed beet juice increased muscle oxygenation by 38% during exercise. This resulted in better endurance, less fatigue, and improved mobility, especially in walking and climbing stairs. Why beets are a must-have for leg swelling, varicose veins, and cold feet. Poor leg circulation often shows up as swollen ankles by evening, tingling or numbness in the feet, visible veins and varicose veins, difficulty warming up cold feet. All of these symptoms relate to reduced blood flow and capillary function, which nitric oxide helps correct. Beets can thin the blood slightly, helping reduce clot risk, relax the arteries, making it easier for blood to reach your toes, lower systolic blood pressure, reducing pressure on your leg veins, support vascular flexibility, which declines with age. Beets may even help with walking endurance in peripheral artery disease. For those with more serious circulation issues, like peripheral artery disease (PAD), research has shown that beets can increase walking distance and reduce claudication pain, leg pain, caused by restricted blood flow. A study in Circulation Research 2015 demonstrated that older adults with PAD who drank beet juice walked 18% longer before feeling leg pain. Even if you don't have PAD, this effect still applies. More nitric oxide equals more oxygen equals more movement with less fatigue. Portion tips. How much beet is enough? To get a meaningful nitric oxide boost, aim for 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked beets daily, or 1 small glass, about 100 to 250 milliliters of beet juice, 2 to 3 times per week. Some people find raw beets too earthy in flavor. Here are gentle ways to make them more enjoyable. Roast them with olive oil and rosemary. Blend into smoothies with berries and ginger. Grate raw beets into salads for crunch. Add beet powder to water or shakes as a supplement. Combine beets with other foods for synergy. For even more leg benefits, pair beets with foods that enhance nitric oxide or fight inflammation, like citrus fruits. Vitamin C boosts NO production. Leafy greens rich in nitrates and magnesium. Garlic improves blood vessel elasticity. Pineapple or turmeric reduce vein inflammation. And don't forget, exercise enhances the effect of nitric oxide. So if you're eating beets, go for a walk afterward. You'll feel the boost more clearly. Don't overdo it, but be consistent. Beets are safe for most people, but they may temporarily turn urine or stool red, harmless, but surprising. Also, if you have kidney stones, limit beet intake due to oxalates. Stick to small, frequent portions, and you'll experience steady improvements in blood pressure, ankle swelling, cold feet, leg pain after walking, general mobility. Bottom line, eat your way to open arteries and warm, healthy legs. If your legs feel weak, swollen, or cold, especially in the morning or after sitting, beets are one of the simplest food-based fixes. By boosting nitric oxide, they help your arteries open wide and deliver blood to the places that need it most. Just a few servings each week can change how your legs feel, function, and recover. It may even reduce your risk of heart disease and cognitive decline in the process. Food number 3. Avocado's potassium-rich protector against fluid retention. Let's move into the top 3 with one of the most powerful yet misunderstood foods for seniors with leg swelling weakness, or poor circulation. Avocados. These creamy green fruits are more than just a trend. They're packed with the key mineral most seniors are missing when it comes to healthy leg function: potassium. Why potassium is so vital for leg health. You've probably heard that sodium causes swelling, but did you know that not having enough potassium is actually the bigger problem? Potassium balances sodium. It works inside every single muscle cell to pull fluid back into the cell, support nerve impulses, and power the sodium-potassium pump, the same cellular pump we talked about earlier that keeps your legs from pooling with fluid. Without enough potassium, your cells can't get rid of excess sodium. That leads to swelling in the legs, feet, and ankles, tired, cramping muscles, poor balance and nerve conductivity, stiffness and lactic acid buildup during movement. The science: potassium's link to better mobility and reduced edema. In a 2022 study published in Nutrients, older adults with higher potassium intake had significantly lower rates of hypertension and fluid retention and better walking endurance. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that potassium-rich diets improved vascular elasticity, which helps reduce ankle swelling and varicose veins in older adults. Simply put, potassium tells your blood vessels and muscles to relax, repair, and release. Avocados are the #1 food source of potassium per calorie. A medium avocado contains over 975 milligrams of potassium, more than 2 bananas, and with much less sugar. That makes it ideal for seniors managing blood sugar, inflammation, and circulation issues. 1 avocado a day provides. Potassium reduces fluid retention. Magnesium supports energy and muscle repair. Monounsaturated fats improve circulation and heart health. Fiber regulates digestion and blood sugar. Portion tips: how much avocado is enough? Aim for 1/2 to 1 whole avocado per day. Spread on whole grain toast, tossed into salads, or blended into smoothies. To keep calories in check, use avocado as a replacement for butter, mayo, or sugary dressings. 1 tablespoon of avocado gives you the creaminess without the downsides. You can also pair it with eggs for muscle-repairing protein, tomatoes for circulation-boosting lycopene, leafy greens for magnesium and additional potassium. Bonus: avocados help you absorb more nutrients from other foods. One amazing thing about avocado: its healthy fats increase nutrient absorption. According to a study in the Journal of Nutrition, eating avocado with vegetables increased beta-carotene and lutein absorption by 2 to 15 times. These are key antioxidants that help protect leg veins and arteries. So if you're eating leafy greens, berries, or beets, add avocado to help your body soak in the benefits. Safety note: can you have too much avocado? Avocados are nutrient-dense but high in calories. For seniors managing weight or gallbladder issues, limit to 1/2 avocado daily. Also, some people taking blood pressure medications should monitor potassium levels. If you're on ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, ask your doctor before dramatically increasing potassium foods. But for most, avocados are one of the safest and most effective tools for reducing swelling and improving leg strength. Bottom line: an avocado a day can keep the swelling away. If your ankles are swelling, your legs cramp during walks, or you just feel stiff and heavy, avocados are the natural antidote. They rebuild the sodium-potassium pump, flush out trapped fluid, power up your nerves and muscles, and help every part of your legs feel lighter, more mobile, and less inflamed. Food #2: salmon omega-3s for vein health and pain-free movement. If you've ever dealt with aching legs, swollen ankles, or heavy fatigue during short walks, your circulatory system may be crying out for help. Fortunately, there's one food that can deeply restore your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and make movement feel smooth again: wild-caught salmon. Why omega-3s are crucial for senior leg health. Your blood vessels act like highways for nutrients and oxygen, but when they get inflamed, stiff, or blocked, circulation slows down. The result? Cold feet and toes, heavy, aching legs, swollen ankles and calves, numbness or tingling during sleep or after standing. This isn't just uncomfortable. It's a sign your vascular health is weakening and may already be contributing to chronic inflammation or even hidden blood clots. Here's where omega-3 fatty acids shine. Omega-3s, especially the EPA and DHA found in salmon, repair endothelial lining, reduce triglycerides, and improve blood fluidity, meaning fewer clots, less inflammation, and improved oxygen delivery to leg muscles. Backed by research, omega-3s improve blood flow and pain response. A 2020 study published in Circulation Research found that omega-3 fatty acids significantly reduce vascular stiffness and improve endothelial function in older adults, even after just 8 weeks. Another meta-analysis in atherosclerosis showed that consistent intake of omega-3s was associated with a reduced risk of peripheral artery disease (PAD), a condition that often causes pain or weakness in the legs due to restricted blood flow. A third study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed omega-3s lowered leg cramping and post-exercise soreness in seniors after moderate walking sessions. These aren't just numbers. This is the science of feeling relief from leg fatigue, swelling, and stiffness. Salmon's anti-inflammatory power. What makes it different? Unlike vegetable oils or fried foods that feed inflammation, salmon actually calms your immune system, reducing the unnecessary swelling that often shows up in the legs and ankles of older adults. Just 3.5 ounces of wild salmon contains 2,260 milligrams of omega-3s, EPA, and DHA. High-quality protein to repair muscle tissue. Vitamin D to support bone density. Selenium to boost antioxidant defenses. B vitamins, especially B12 and niacin, to improve nerve signaling to the legs. This nutrient combination is hard to beat, and it's what makes salmon a top-tier food for mobility and circulation. Portion tips. How much salmon should seniors eat? Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of wild-caught salmon not farmed, which often contains inflammatory omega-6 fats. 1 serving equals 3.5 to 4 ounces, about the size of your palm. Here's how to make it enjoyable. Bake with lemon and dill for a light, anti-inflammatory dinner. Flake into a salad with arugula and walnuts for double circulation benefits. Add to veggie stir-fry or cauliflower rice bowls. Make salmon patties with eggs and almond flour for a low-carb meal. What if you don't like salmon? No worries. While salmon is ideal, you can also get EPA and DHA from sardines, mackerel, herring, or from high-quality fish oil supplements. Look for IFOS-certified brands. Just avoid tilapia or farmed catfish, which tend to be high in omega-6 fats and can worsen inflammation. For vegans, consider algae-based omega-3 supplements, which contain DHA and are easier to digest. Bonus: salmon may also help your brain and mood. Multiple studies have shown that DHA from salmon improves cognitive function in seniors, reducing brain fog and possibly even lowering dementia risk. Remember, strong legs are tied to a healthy brain, and salmon nourishes both. A 2019 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults with regular omega-3 intake had better memory scores and improved walking speed compared to those without. Bottom line, salmon rebuilds your circulation from the inside out. If your legs feel heavy, inflamed, or weak, salmon may be the nutritional medicine your blood vessels are craving. Its omega-3 content reduces inflammation, improves blood flow, and helps every step you take feel lighter, freer, and more energized. Combine salmon with magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B1 rich foods, and you're not just eating well, you're healing your legs from the inside out. Food number 1. The most powerful food to reverse weak legs and swelling. If there's one food that deserves the crown when it comes to restoring leg strength, stopping swelling, and revitalizing circulation after 60, it's beetroot. Yes, beets. The deep red root vegetable that has quietly earned a reputation as nature's nitric oxide booster, artery healer, and muscle oxygenator. Why beets deserve a number 1 spot. As we age, the blood vessels in our legs often suffer from poor circulation, reduced elasticity, and microclots. This results in swollen ankles and feet, cold extremities, cramping during walking, fatigue after light movement, slow recovery from exertion. Beets offer a natural solution to all of these symptoms by supporting blood vessel dilation, enhancing oxygen delivery, and reducing inflammation without any medication. What makes them so powerful? Nitrates. These natural compounds convert into nitric oxide NO in your body, a molecule that relaxes and opens your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely to your muscles, joints, and feet. The science behind it: beets and circulation. A 2015 study in the Journal of Applied Physiology showed that drinking beetroot juice increased leg muscle oxygenation and exercise tolerance in older adults. Another trial published in Hypertension American Heart Association found that just 1 glass of beet juice per day significantly lowered blood pressure in hypertensive seniors by improving nitric oxide availability. A 2018 review in Nutrients concluded that dietary nitrates, especially from beets, enhance endurance, blood flow, and recovery in aging populations. This isn't minor. Improved blood flow to your legs and ankles means faster healing, more stamina, and dramatically less pooling and swelling. Beets also improve leg muscle function. Beyond circulation, beets also aid muscle efficiency. Studies from the University of Exeter show that nitrate-rich beets reduce the amount of oxygen your muscles need during activity, making movements feel easier and less tiring. That means standing becomes easier. Walking becomes more enjoyable. Climbing stairs becomes manageable again. Plus, their antioxidants, particularly betalains, fight oxidative damage in leg nerves and blood vessels, reducing the burden of inflammation that leads to pain and stiffness. Portion tips: how to eat beets for maximum benefit. Aim for 1/2 to 1 cup of cooked beets per day, or 1 glass, 250 milliliters of beet juice. Here are easy ways to include beets. Roast beets and add to leafy green salads. Blend cooked beets into smoothies with lemon and berries. Make a beetroot and goat cheese side dish. Drink cold-pressed beet juice in the morning before walks. Add beet powder to water or pre-walk electrolyte drinks. Bonus tip: add a sprinkle of black pepper or citrus juice to help your body better absorb the nitrates. What if you don't like beets? Some seniors dislike the earthy flavor of beets. If that's you, here are alternatives. Beetroot powder. Add 1 teaspoon to a smoothie or water. Spinach and arugula, other nitrate-rich veggies. Celery and lettuce, mild but effective for circulation. Nitric oxide supplements. Use if you're severely deficient, but only with doctor approval. Beetroot powders and juices often have a milder flavor than fresh beets, and they're easy to incorporate daily. Beets and brain power. The final benefit. A surprising discovery: beets don't just support your legs, they also enhance brain function. A 2017 study in Journals of Gerontology showed that adults who consumed beet juice before walking had improved connectivity in brain regions associated with motor control and cognition. This means sharper balance, quicker reflexes, and possibly reduced fall risk. Bottom line: beets are the most underrated superfood for seniors. If your goal is to reduce swelling, walk without pain, and regain your strength after 60, then beets should be a regular part of your life. They thin your blood naturally, open your vessels, reduce stiffness, and give your muscles the oxygen and nutrients they need to work better, all without drugs or side effects. Add in potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B1, and your legs will feel more alive, your steps more stable, and your energy more youthful. Let's pause and take this in. If you've been struggling with swollen legs, tired ankles, or the creeping fear that your strength is slipping away with age, you're not alone. These signs aren't just surface-level annoyances. They're your body calling for help. But here's the truth most seniors are never told. Your body is not broken. It's just undernourished, undercirculated, and undersupported. The swelling? It's not your fault. It's the result of years of slow damage, from sugar overload, nutrient depletion, and neglect of the very muscles that carry you through life. But you now hold the antidote. When you nourish yourself with foods rich in potassium, magnesium, and especially vitamin B1, When you bring in circulation revivers like beets, spinach, and salmon. When you move your legs intentionally, stretch them, strengthen them, and walk as if your future depends on it, then you're not just reducing swelling or clearing clots. You're reclaiming your strength, your freedom, your longevity, your ability to walk into a room without hesitation, stand without pain, and say yes to life. Because strength, after all, isn't about youth, it's about choice. And you just made the choice to take your health seriously. Actionable steps. What to do starting today. Here's your simple 3-step plan. 1. Start your day with potassium and magnesium-rich foods. Think avocados, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, and berries. Add AB1 supplement, preferably benfotiamine, or foods like sunflower seeds, asparagus, and beef liver. 2. Make beets your number 1 leg food. Roast them, juice them, blend them, whatever works for you. Half a cup a day or 250 milliliters juice is ideal. 3. Move daily, even gently. Try calf raises in the kitchen, 10-minute rebounder sessions, or simple 30-minute walks with pauses to stretch. Movement activates the sodium-potassium pump, your natural fluid regulator. Consistency is more important than intensity. Each choice you make builds the foundation of a stronger, healthier you. Help us push this message forward. If this message spoke to you, if you believe senior health matters, that our elders deserve better care, more support, and lasting vitality, then help us push this message forward. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment about your experience or question. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, it's never too late to heal. It's never too late to strengthen. And it's never too late to walk back into your life with power in your step and peace in your heart.